Huh? Definitely no joke. All right, Leo. You know what surprised me about that, Leo? I was extremely surprised about how floral those yellow ghosts were. Caught me off guard. Something awful. D-Beer. Back. Yeah, I'm good. Michael Arturi, back. Good to see you. Guys, I have forgotten to put the link. I haven't done it yet for the Kickstarter and for my buddy Raf's band. So I'm going to put that in after. So go check it out in a little bit. Brand new sin. What a great band. They're amazing. Travis, good to see you. So I just feel like I have like an inner tube. I feel like I swallowed a spaceship. I'm so full right now. I just have pepper in me. But it was fun. It was a good time. It was harder. Each year it's harder and harder. The first year it was 10. The second year we did it, it was 15. This year it was 20. Don't even think about 25 next year, dude. DB, thank you, man. Mark Zark, excuse me. Good to see you, man. I'm fine. Yeah, I'm good. See, I don't know, Leo. 25's. I've done. I did 25. What did I do? 20. 7-pot primos. I ate 25 7-pot primo. Dustin, good to see you. And they were really bad. I don't know if I could do. Well, here's the problem with that. They're always at the beginning of the season, of the pod season, where my tolerance isn't so high. You know what I mean? I ought to make Leo eat some. Listen, Leo grows the hottest peppers. I'm not sure he likes to eat them, though. This, I should save this and raffle it off and give it to somebody. This was, I have the list from the second year. I don't have the list from the first year. Something happened to it. But I have the second and the third year. Spider Bite, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for saying that. Cat Girl, Christy, I'm hardcore. I get that a lot. Your favorite in this challenge. My favorite tasting pod of this challenge, I'll let Leo tell you. Actually, no. Let me. White Ghost, they tasted great. The Red Ghosts were sweeter than most Red Ghosts I've had, so I enjoyed those. We're going to leave it right there. Sorry, there was a lot of floral there. Look, the T-Rex Yellow were good. The Red Skunk was kind of floral. The 3 Yellow Ghosts were wicked floral. The Daisy Cutters were floral. The Red Skunk was floral. All 4 of those chocolate Bootla 420 or the chocolate Rubies were as floral as they get. But I swear to you, my stomach is so full. I just have all this. I'm going to let off an amazing pepper burp in a minute. My neighbors all come running out. But that was fun. Make Leo do one for every 2 I eat. I don't know, DBR. I think it'd be fun to make him try that. Hardcore. I'm trying to catch up to all these comments. We'll talk in 20. Okay. The beard looks bad. Thank you, Cody. I had to trim it, man. And where's the piece I trimmed? I don't know what I did with it. I had it here just a minute ago. Maybe I threw it out. I had the little piece just here a second ago. I cut it off. I don't remember what I did with it. Hold on. There it is. I have like a whole little glass in my room with like 4 of these. This is like maybe 1.5 inches, almost 2. So that was like, it was really getting long, you guys. I still could probably I could probably use another inch off it, but currently working on 22 peppers in 22 days for PTSD mission 22. I'm down with that. That'd be cool. Lawn Dog, good to see you. Turned out well. I have a smile face. Yeah. The floral Floral is what gets me. That's why I'm this challenge I just did. I'm super proud. 3 pods in, I was like, wow. It's like taking 2 steps of a marathon, knowing you have 26 miles ahead of you. That those first 2 steps already hurt, and you have a marathon ahead of you. I was a little nervous about it, I'm proud of this, though. Leo. Yeah, damn it, Leo. That should be like I should have titled the video, damn it, Leo. Damn it. Oh, man. Until you eat a bunch of peppers like that, you don't, it's the truth of it. Thank you, Leo. You don't know the experience. It's such an experience. It's like, it's hard to even explain it. I mean, you actually go through it, you go through that experience. It's like, it's hard to even describe when it's over. It's, and someone said, I saw some comment, I didn't comment, and said, there's no way you can tell me you enjoy that. Wrong. You don't know me if you don't think I enjoy it. Ask Leo. Leo, do I enjoy that? Ask Desiree, who's known me since I was before I had a. Do I enjoy that, Desiree? I know, man. You may not think it is, but I love doing what I do. Listen. I've eaten way more peppers off camera than I ever have on camera. And if YouTube shut me down today, and they turned my channel off tomorrow, I'd be eating peppers. That's the truth. Thank you, Leo. Thank you, Desiree. Here's the thing. It's a hard thing to explain. Like, from the outside, looking inwards, you can't understand it. But from the inside, looking outwards, it's impossible to describe. It's kind of a weird deal. Yeah, Chris Dreyer says, was there ever a time when a habanero was too hot for you? You want to hear a funny story? I wasn't 5. First wife, my kid's mom, was married to her, and she made burritos. We had burritos, and I wanted to overdo it. I was just in the mood, and I got a couple habaneros, cut them up, and just fresh habaneros, just rolled it up, started eating it, and I couldn't finish the burrito. I had to take the peppers off before I could finish it, and it wrecked me for the night. So I've been there. Yeah, floral is just, there's something so foul about floral. I can't do it. It's the worst. All right, so Dustin says, my son was chasing the heat with me on the first live stream. By force caused me because he wouldn't quit with his potty mouth. I didn't think he liked it as much as we all do. Listen, it's a good, you know what? It's like I chase the heat with my son. I chase it with my dad. I chase it with Desiree, with my family and you guys. It's an emotionally bonding thing. I was with my son. You might think this is like bad parenting, but I was with my son. It's on a video. It's one of the videos here. He's great. Johnny Jr. He's just a wonderful guy. When I started my channel, he was 5'3" or 5'4", like 130 pounds. Now he's 6'3.5", 230. He's a big guy. But he was sitting next to me one day. We were doing a review of some powders, and he got his first endorphin rush ever from eating. And I'm sure there's some group somewhere that would pick in front of my house and protest and say I'm a lousy father and I should have my son taken away from me, lose my rights as a parent. But I was so proud of my son. He liked it. He embraced it. He didn't freak out. He loved the buzz. He loves the health aspects of it. He loves the whole vibe of the community. And man, it's a thing that my son and I have in common. You know what I mean? When I was a kid growing up, my dad was a great tennis player. Papa Scoville was a fantastic tennis player. And I was a ranked tennis player in school. I was really good at it. And that's what he and I bonded when I was young. That's what we bonded over. But now he's in a much, much later stage of his life. He's 82 years old. But we have this unique thing that we do now. We bond over peppers and sauces and cheese and stuff. And, to me, it's a beautiful thing. I got to tell you something. I was talking to Desiree last night. Something special. I don't know if you guys see this. Something special is happening right now. Do you feel it? Do you guys see it? A special thing happened. You guys understand how vile and nasty social media is? You understand that we just had 400 and some odd people on a live stream with one moderator, maybe 2. You can't have that because there's so many trolls everywhere. We repel them. This is a good group of people. Something special. We're all coming together. It's like if the whole world could do what the chili community is doing, you realize how much better the world would be? Like Kim Jong-il or any other world leader, you get them together, force them to eat some peppers. See, now what do you want to argue about? They'd be fine. They trade seeds and start growing peppers. I mean, I don't know. There's something special about pods, and there's something special about what's happening here. You guys need to know that. I feel like I'm more a part of your deal, and this is a deal, and I feel like I'm a small little part of your deal versus you guys are part of my deal. That's the truth. I hope you understand that. Enoch the Witness says, I want to send you some pods that I grow. Can you send me some? Do me a favor. My schedule is so crazy right now, Enoch. Why don't you email me at chasetheheat@gmail.com? I have a load of travel coming up in the next 4 months, a couple different countries and domestic trips. And I got a few things I can't even talk about. Like I've signed papers not to talk about it. So I'm really, really busy. But if you message me, we'll see if we can coordinate something. Okay. DB are feeling the love. Yeah, man, it's silly, but I really feel it too. I'm just telling you. Sometimes I got to tell you something funny. I have a good friend of mine when I started my channel. Look, I'm a guy. There are people that know me in my personal life. If I hit my thumb, I'm not going to say darn it. Okay. You get my point. But there's a time and a place, and it's never here in front of you because there are kids watching, families and women and men, and there's just no reason to talk like that. But when I first started my channel, the first video I ever put up, a buddy of mine saw and goes, dude, you need to cut loose and be yourself. I'm like, dude, I'm being myself. I'm just not swearing. He goes, you need to. You're never going to be anything. Your channel is never going to grow if you don't. I'm like, I'm never going to do that, dude. My kids watch what I do. You know, my mom and my dad might see it one day, and I'm not going to swear. Do you understand how unusual it is to have a channel where there's no cursing going on? In spite of that, in spite of the fact that we don't edit anything, we don't do graphics or music or bookend music, and we don't do any of that junk. None of it. And the channel's still growing. It has nothing to do with me. It has to do with you guys. Do you guys get that? I mean it. The first week, I've told the story before. The first week I started this channel, I remember posting a video. Before I ever posted a video, I swear to you, the channel was about me. It really was. I'll be honest. I'm selfish. It was about me. But the minute someone said, I love what you do, thank you for doing this, I was like, it's not about me. It just literally, you know, when you're married and you don't have kids, your life is about you and your spouse, your partner. The minute you have kids, the switch happens and your life isn't about you anymore. It's about your kid. That's what happened to me with the show. It was about me until someone said, man, I love what you do. I'm a fan. I was like, all of a sudden, it wasn't about me at all. And to this day, it's not about me. It's not. This channel is all about you guys. And I mean that. I think that's why something special is happening. I think everybody here and watching feels like you're a part of this. I think it's far more interactive YouTube channels. You know what I mean? I'm relatively accessible. I don't hide from people. And if you ever, event in the States, or if you meet me in Manila or the UK or Australia or New Zealand or one of these countries I go to, what you're going to say at the end of it is, boy, you're the same guy I see on the videos. I'm just who I am, Anyway, Left Eye Pat, the Doom Challenge was no joke. I bought the 4-pack because of it. Listen, you're going to love that. Just go really easy on the Doom. It's no joke, That was this. I've only had cat cramps worse in my life one time, and that was the second time I drank the whole bottle of plutonium. It was awful. Thank you, Carolyn. You're awesome. Yeah, I'm smiling. It was fun. Come to Walnut, Iowa. I've been to Iowa. Iowa and I relationship. I might come there one day. We'll see. Oh, Leo, you're a good man. Thank you. You're the salt of the earth, too. Enoch the Witness. This is my favorite on all YouTube. Makes me hungry to eat peppers. Thank you so much. You know what's really great, though? And I love this. You know how many people watch this show that don't eat any peppers, anything hot at all? It's amazing. It's like, to me, that's why I say it feels like such a family. Do you know what I mean? We think about this. If you have a family table, let's say you have a big extended family table, say Thanksgiving time, people like from all of our uncles, cousins, whatever come at that table. There's going to be people that eat things hot, that don't, sort of, that are like watching it, but don't. Yeah, it is. So this is no different than a big family. We have people at the table that are here because they just love the family. That's pretty cool. I'd like to go to Michigan. I'm not sure. Everything's spicy. I have such a bizarre schedule coming up, and a lot of things I'm not even sure because there are things in development that are going to pan out with regard to scheduling. So Sweet peppers, all you. So eating peppers is all you do for work. Well, no, I eat sauce too. But yeah, that's it. This is my channel. You don't know how I tell you. When I started the channel, I didn't say I want to make a certain amount of money or I want a certain number of followers. That never mattered to me. I remember saying I would just like to be able to do it full time. I don't need to be rich. Ask Desiree. She knows me a long time. I don't get off on things. The greatest things in your life are not things at all. What I value the most in my life are relationships and people. And that's why this whole thing has been a fantastic thing because I feel so loved, you guys. You have no idea what that feels like. Can I tell you how hard it is to deal with that sometimes? I'm being really honest. I'm getting better at it now, but it's overwhelming sometimes. I mean, in the best of ways, but it's really, it's the most humbling experience in the whole world. I don't know. Yes, Monday, tomorrow, guys. Thank you, Left Eye Pat. Go out tomorrow. Maybe you have time today. Get a serrano pepper. All right. If you can't get a serrano pepper, get a habanero, get a jalapeno, something. But hopefully get a serrano. I've never had long-term health concerns for my stomach. That's all the most nonsensical thing. Capsaicin is not bad for your stomach. Let me ask you guys a question. Just think for just a minute. What you just saw, the 20 peppers I just ate, was my 136th or maybe 137th challenge. If peppers or hot stuff could give you an ulcer, I could stand up and you could see my house through the hole in my stomach. If there's just truth to that, there is no truth to that. In fact, true story, when I was about 16, I had stomach issues. I thought I had an ulcer when I was 16. Stomach problems since, ever. It's true. Anyhow, I do need more supporters, though, mate. The great thing is, Michael James, thank you for saying that. You know what's really cool about this? This channel grew really organically. I never tried anything. Never tried to push the cause or, you know what I mean? I still can't believe yesterday. Want to do something crazy, you guys? Yesterday, this may not sound like a lot to you guys, but yesterday, our channel, it's not mine, it's ours. Our channel had 21,695 views in one day. In one day. It's the second biggest day we've ever had for our channel ever. I was blown away by that. I couldn't believe it. I sat around last night scratching my head. I don't know how it happens. I don't know. You guys are great. Excuse me. My asthma is bugging me. And it doesn't bug me it bothered me more before I got really hard into peppers. It has good benefits across the board, I think. Enoch the Witness is going to eat one of his beastly peppers in a second. Go for it, man. Could be pollen. You want to see something crazy? We're kind of here. Let me see. Yeah, watch this. This is just the table. They're sitting right next to me. Do you guys see the pollen? That's pollen on my finger. Just look. That's pollen. I'm sure it's probably not helping me. Anyhow, speaking of 24-hour live stream, we're going to do that. We're going to do another one soon. I'm not sure when, but we're going to do another one. It's going to be another 25 hours. I'm going to get a number of sauces from some sauce makers that I haven't. And each time I showcase like 5 or 6 or 7 different sauce makers. This time, I'm going to pick a bunch of sauces that you guys maybe are not as familiar with. So that's kind of a neat thing. Left Eye Pat, it's because you're a real dude. You're honest and you care. It's an unbeatable formula for attracting like-minded, good people and original. You know what? Here's the funny thing. It's what I try to be. I hate people that shouldn't say hate. I don't like saying hate. I don't like people that are always complaining. I just have no room in that. It sucks the life and the happiness and the joy out of your life and the oxygen out of the room. Is that negative people hate me. It's true. They hate me really quickly too. I think it's like light and dark. Light beats the crap out of darkness, right? I mean, darkness wins the night. It doesn't. The nighttime, the sun's taking a break. That's all. But light wins. And I think that if you're a positive person, at the same moment, you're attracting positive people into your life. You're going to keep everybody more positive, Pepper, listen, that's crazy talk, man. All right, guys. So listen, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I'm feeling good, feeling great. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, those bell peppers are no joke, Enoch. I'm glad you guys love the family. Thank you for saying that. Who just said that? Cat Girl Christy, you love family friendliness. It's a cool thing. I got an exciting thing to tell you about. About 3 or 4 months from now, I got a brother on a different side of the country who's finishing up a job, and he's going to be moving to the Reno area. My brother, Tommy. Looks so much like me, it's not funny. You guys, when we sit side by side, you'll be like, wow, there's another one. So Tommy's going to be on the show a little bit, but I'm going next week, a week from Thursday, I'm going to San Antonio to watch Johnny Jr. graduate. We're going to have a point at some point. We've got, 3 generations of Scovilles in one video. We're going to have a video of my old man, my brother Tommy, me, and my son Johnny Jr. all in one video. You don't know how psyched I am for that. That's going to be awesome. And you guys are the best. You guys don't know I love you guys more than you know. I wish I could give every one of you a hug, Johnny, do I see a market for actual spicy moonshine? I don't know. Sure, there's a market for anything hot. I mean, would you think there's a market for heated ice cream? But there is. I don't drink alcohol, but I'm certain people would do it. There's only one you, and we love you. Thank you, Gerald. You're the greatest, man. Appreciate it. But you guys are the greatest. What is my favorite hot pepper? None of these, ironically enough. The white ghosts were good. Funny thing, the first 3 peppers on the list for today's challenge, really, really enjoyed. Although the red ghosts weren't too bad. Neither were the yellow Rex, yellow Rex. I don't know. Years ago, two years ago, I had a 7-pot yellow Wes. And it was I can't begin to tell you how sweet it was. And it was fruity and citrus pot. That was probably one of my favorites. I'm not sure I've had a taste. Jay's Peach Ghost is delicious. I really love Jay's Peach Ghost. Holman, girl, I love you. You know that? Bridget Holman's been. Do you remember when you became part of the family, Bridget? I know it was a couple years ago. I think it was probably before I had. It was probably before. It does, man. It's a hard thing to explain, Here's the funny thing. There are people that will tell you that you can't really know somebody. You can't be really friends with somebody if they're on social media or on a video. Baloney. I know you guys, and most of you I haven't met yet. I might meet you someday. Hopefully I can, but I feel like I know you. And I don't think I'm wrong. And you can have genuine, true friendships based on social, electronic friendships. It happens. It's just true. I believe it. You're awesome, Bridget. Thank you. Do that, Dustin. Grim Mystic. Don't you sweat it. I'm going to be coming, I think, to Ottawa possibly in November. There's a chili festival up there, and all my friends, my chili brothers and sisters up in Canada have been asking me for a long time now to make the trip, and I haven't yet. But that very well may happen. So keep your fingers crossed. No, Patrick, I hate to tell you the bad news, man. I may as well share it now. I feel so bad about it. I'm not going to be able to make it to the Chicago Hot Sauce Festival. I'm sorry. It was really great that I was there last year. There's so many people that were hoping to meet me that I was hoping to meet them. I'm sorry. I can't make it. I just can't. If I could, I would. If I won the lottery tomorrow, the only thing that would change with my schedule is I'd have more events. I'd be going to a different place every single week. I really would. I don't have cats or a pet. I don't even have any real plants. All my plants are fake. I can turn it off and split. I have my lights on a timer. If you guys remember that from last year, I have the light there on it right there. I can't remember what time I have the timer going. I have it like that for a reason. So when I'm in a different country, people drive by, think I'm still around, But I know I'm really sorry, Patrick. I promise we'll meet at some point. Dude. I eat my word. Johnny, what did I eat for lunch besides pods? What did I have for lunch today? I don't think I had lunch today. Isn't that terrible? I didn't think I had lunch today. Palm Springs, I'm not sure. I'm definitely going to be down in the Tampa area in September. We'll be there in September, so I'm not sure. I'd love to. You got to make it to Tampa. I'd love to make it to Palm Springs, though. Cleveland, I have been to Cleveland. I was in Clinton, Ohio. The first pepper show I ever went to with the channel, Desiree and I went to Clinton, Ohio. And I won a chili eating competition there. So that was kind of cool. Bermuda, dude. Enoch, you're in Bermuda? You got to be joking. There was a period of time from like 1982 to like 1988. I went to Bermuda every Thanksgiving. I went to Elbow Beach Club. I had so much fun there. You have no idea. Oh my God, I had fun. I don't want to talk about it. I love Bermuda. Boy, that would be a fun trip. What's the pepper scene like in Bermuda, Enoch? Let me tell you something funny. My first wife and I, we went to Bermuda for our honeymoon. We got there and they recognized me from previous visits. They said, "Hey, Mr. Scoville." She thought I was crazy. I'm doing very well. Roger, thank you, brother. Cat Girl Christy. They've asked me to go back to here's the problem. It's really difficult. You know what the problem is? I think I went to like 7 chili festivals last year domestically and 3 or 4 internationally. Every one of those places that I went to last year domestically want me to come back, but I haven't been to Bowers. I haven't been to New Mexico. I haven't been to any California events. I haven't been to the Houston event yet. You know what I mean? So I have all these, I'm going back to Manila. I'm going back to Australia a couple months ago with Desiree. Next year, I'm going back twice for 3 different events. One in Brisbane, one in Fremantle, one in Sydney. At different times of the year. So all those places would like me to come back. And while I'd like to go back to all those places, there are all these other places I haven't been to yet that I want to go to. I want to go to India. I want to go to South Africa. I want to go to Italy. And now I'm in a really neat place in my life. Thank God, this is a really cool blessing. But I get to kind of, I said, I kind of want to go to Australia. I end up in Australia. I kind of want to go to New Zealand. I end up in New Zealand. Watch, next year you'll see me in Italy. It's a beautiful thing. I'm blessed beyond words, do you ever have any reoccurring stomach problems from eating stuff for so long? Nope. Nah, it's a wives' tale misnomer. It's no big deal. It's almost like you guys watch basketball? I can't stand basketball. I hope I don't catch heat for that. I just don't like it. I like football. I like cricket, rugby, tennis. Some sports I'm really into. Hang on a minute. But baseball or basketball, you can just watch literally the last 30 seconds of a basketball game. You're good. You got it. I mean, 90% of basketball games come down to 2 points at the end, the last 30 seconds. So you don't need to watch the whole game. If you just watch the last 2 peppers, you're good. Doesn't affect my sinuses. I have great sinuses. Tom Brault says, "You're awesome. I can't tell you how much I appreciate your channel." Yeah, I tell you how humbling it is to hear people say that. It's just a channel, but thank you. I'm glad it means something to you, It's a pretty amazing thing to realize that people get something from this silliness that we do here, NASCAR, Indy drag racing. I'm not much of a NASCAR guy or drag racing, but Formula, like where there's lots of curves. I'd like, you got to ask Desiree. Where I grew up, a car to go to school. Like my junior year, I had a car. We'd get in the car, and my Tommy was like this. We had it wasn't like this, but it was like a watch. He'd say, "Ready, go," and we would put it was like a road rally. Everywhere we went, we were going as fast as the car could take us there. We would time how long it would take me. It was 5.5 miles. We would time how long it would take me to get to my house to the high school. It was a miracle I never died back then. Who's my football team? The New York Giants. I was born in New York. Hi, Shane Wolford, sub from Canada. Love you, dude. Thank you so much. One more question. What kind of work did you do or are you still doing? I only do this, Hayden, all peppers all the time. Before this, I was in phone sales, which I didn't like so much. Bro, sorry, Tom, bro. That's a great last name, bro. That's cool. Love that. It's not how you win. It's not if you win or lose. It's how you play the game. You know, the truth is, it's kind of like mistakes. The only mistakes in my life, and this is how I always see things, kind of train my kids. The only mistakes I've ever made in my entire life are the mistakes I walked away from and didn't learn a lesson from. Those were mistakes. Any mistake, I don't care how tragic it was, I walked away with a good lesson. It wasn't a mistake at all. I learned something. You know what I mean? So it's all a blessing. And the funny thing is, Chilli had forever. Pretty much asking. All we are is a compilation of all of our experiences. Like, I had some crappy things happen to me. I've seen bones stick out of my leg, and I'd broken one of everything. Broke my back in 3 places. I've been divorced twice. I've had some tragedy. But all we are, like right now, is a compilation of all those experiences. If you could go back in time and alter one of those events, I wouldn't be the same guy sitting in front of you right now. I may not even be here. You know what I mean? So I don't, even though bad things happen, like every time. Kind of a funny thing. Let me tell you something crazy. My ex-wife, my kid's mom, we had a deal that when we had kids, I remember saying to her once, let's pray like all the time that every single time our kids do something nefarious and wrong, every single time, hi, Tiga, thank you so much. Appreciate that. I pray this all the time. Every single time my kids do something wrong, I want to learn about it. I don't get mad when it happens. I see it as an opportunity for growth and learning. Every time something happens, you got to ask. Desiree's been with me long enough where she's been around me where I've had a problem with one of my kids. We never did the goo goo gaga baby talk with my children. I've always talked to them like adults, you know. But I don't know. It's a crazy thing. Enoch the witness. You know, I've had been a lot of different kinds of peppers. Sometimes they're just flora, sometimes they're not. You know. Seriously, it's a true thing though, Enoch. Situations where like, oh my God, what do you do at school? I don't pack. I'm like, good, thank God. You know, you can't pray for something and be mad when you get your answer. I pray that I'll always discover my kids' issues and their shortcomings. I'm never upset when I discover them because I've asked for that. It gives me a chance to parent the right way and give them tools to be. Look, all we want for our kids, right, is to equip them so they can be functioning, good humans out in public, right? That's really what this is about. We want them to be a functional part of society. And most importantly, we need them to be eating hot peppers, you know, priorities. Alejandro Calderon, I'm a big fan of you. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Alejandro means the world to me, man. Hi, Rick Cook. Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. Steely Dan, I've been with you since day one. Well, you know, it's really funny you mentioned that. I remember day one. You guys, I was talking about this to Desiree yesterday on the phone. Do you guys know how close I came to not starting this channel? It wouldn't have mattered if I didn't. Nobody wouldn't, you know, you just wouldn't know about it. But that close to scratching it and saying, nah. I made the mistake of running it by my wife at the time. So I'm going to start a chili channel. She goes, a what now? I said, a YouTube channel about peppers. She goes, a YouTube channel. You're going to start a YouTube channel. I almost said, you know what? Nah, I won't. But I did anyway. Kind of glad I did. Calm Climb. You are an inspiration, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sean is a faithful fan on the Capsaicin Highway. I love it. Thank you. Keep doing it. What state do I live in? Nevada. Defining moment. Yep. Peppered us with a lot of awesome videos. You know, the nice thing is, if nothing else, I've given you guys a lot of content. You know, it's funny. Desiree and I were talking yesterday on the phone, and she said we were on a live stream last week, and somebody said, I just found your channel last week, and I've seen every one of your videos. Yeah, listen, I appreciate the spirit and the enthusiasm and the support, but there are 1,000 and I think 11 or 12 videos. To watch them all, if you did it back to back, didn't take a moment break, didn't go to the bathroom. I mean, just 24 hours a day, 7 days, 3.5 months to watch them all. It's pretty funny. I haven't seen them all. I used to, back in the day, I used to watch videos to make sure that they loaded properly, you know. But I hate seeing myself on video. Can't stand it. Hey, Johnny, please say to Sal, my wife, she's one of your biggest fans who's watching you right now. I love you, man. You're awesome. Hi, Sal. Very cool. Thank you. Hello. Glad you're watching. I appreciate it. Oh, California. I'm sorry. I was thinking Palm Springs, Florida, Lawn Dog. You aren't far from me, man. You're close. You know, I mean, how far are you? I mean, I'm only an hour and a half flight, an hour flight to LAX, I think. I thought there was a Palm Springs in Florida. I could be wrong. I don't make enough from the channel to live on. Okay? I don't. In 6 months, I will. But between the channel, all the merchandise that you guys buy, and the tubes of terror, and all the sauces that have my names on it that I get royalties from, you add that and the tips you guys give me when I do shows like this. I love you guys for it. All those things added up, I can survive. To be honest, I probably fired my boss 6 months early. I was a little premature, but it is what it is. Tomorrow night on the menu, Kevin B is going to be... yes, it was last Monday. You're going to love that sauce. So it's a good sauce. The Yucateco is good. Tomorrow on the menu, we're going to do a live pod review. The first one we did was a jalapeno. The next one up is going to be a Serrano. I think we're going to move to a habanero then, and then Ghost. I think that's what we're going to do. So get you, if you can, get a Serrano. Serrano, you know what? That remains one of my favorite peppers. I love the taste of Serrano peppers a lot. Hi, Mark. Mark, welcome, dude. I don't know what you're thanking me for, but man, thank you for thanking me. Roger, I hope I'll be successful on YouTube too. I hope you will. You guys, Roger Trier from the Hot Damn Show. You guys have seen pretty crazy things, man, right? This video tonight was pretty crazy. I watched Roger, 3 nights ago? Was it 2 or 3 nights ago? Maybe 4 nights ago, Roger? You guys saw the plutonium challenge. I drank a whole bottle, killed me. Dumb enough to do it twice, but almost killed me. Roger had some noodles. He takes an entire bottle of plutonium, the whole bottle. Well, he teased us first because he poured half of it in. They poured more powder and salt, and he just made the sickest, gnarliest concoction. Then, when we're all thinking, oh my God, he's going to kill himself, he pours the other half of the plutonium bottle in, swishes it up, eats the whole thing. You guys think I'm hardcore? Go check out the Hot Damn Show and subscribe to him. He's my friend. We all do this. You guys got to support this man. Would I ever do the plutonium bottle again? Yeah, sure. But it would cost $10,000 in cash. And I would give that cash to a charity, probably for suicide prevention or something like that. I would definitely do it again, but I would not do it for less than $10,000 in cash. And not cash to me, $10,000 in cash to go to a charity. So if somebody can put $10,000 into my PayPal, I'll drink another bottle of plutonium. But that's what it would take. I wouldn't do it for less than $10,000. Being honest. Listen, it hurt. The other day, let me tell you a funny story. I was coming back from New Zealand, or maybe I had just returned. Some guy watched there's 2 plutonium videos. Somebody watched the first one, and he said, "You faked it. You didn't do that. You're a punk." And he just ripped me and said I was a fraud and I didn't do it. And then he goes on, though, to say, "Here's the deal. If you think you did that, do it a second time. I'll open it on camera, which I did. I said, do it a second time. I'll give you $5,000. Yeah, Left Eye Pat saw it. Because I'll give you $5,000 to a charity of your choice if you do it again. So I messaged him back and said, I already did it again, loudmouth. Put your money where the mouth is. The suicide prevention is the charity I'd like to donate that money to. Here's my PayPal. I expect that $5,000. And you know what he did eventually? He's a few other videos of mine, and he realizes that I'm the real deal, and he apologized for saying what he said, deleted his comments. So I got to give the guy props for that. That was kind of a cool thing, you know. You wouldn't do it for $1 million? Shut up, Roger. You sure would. You sure would. You know, put $200,000 in your bank account, and you give $800,000 away to so many charities, make such a huge difference. You do that in a minute. You know what? I would do a bottle with you. We do it side by side. We'd pocket $200,000 each, give $800,000 to different charities. I'm all over that. I have a family. I do too. I just have kids. I just don't have a wife anymore. You know, I didn't mean to be going this long. I thought we were just going to hang out and do a quick aftermath. Here we are 42 minutes into the aftermath video. I'm sorry. We're going to wrap this thing up. Does anybody have any last questions you want to ask? If you do, I'd be happy to answer. Oh, that's a lot of money, Janet. Boy, there's not a lot of things I wouldn't do for that. I'd give it away. I don't need money. I really don't. Money doesn't thrill me. Guys, on Friday, I got another challenge for you. I've had 2 great challenges in like 3 days. Here is the challenge I'm doing on Friday. Friday, we're doing the surströmming challenge. Pepper burp. Surströmming is this, I don't know where it's from, some Scandinavian country or like Sweden, or I don't know where it's actually from. But it's not illogical for me to eat hot foods. At any rate, shirts will be done Wednesday, Desiree says. The surströmming challenge, I'm going to do that on Friday. I really can't wait to do that. It's a non-heat challenge, which is very unusual for me because every challenge I've ever done has heat involved. This is the first one. So what I'm going to do is I would imagine I'm going to have a difficult time eating it because it's sort of foul from what I've heard. I'm going to put some hot sauce on it. If I have trouble getting it down plain, and we'll see. Anyway, you guys are awesome. Yeah, $1 million. There's not a chili challenge I wouldn't do. I don't grow peppers. I'm just not very, Luke, Appleyard, I don't know how to grow. I just kind of good at eating them. Janet, you said you'd do that for a lot of money. Like, I don't know how many zeros there were, but there was a lot of them. And I would do just about any challenge for that amount of dough. Don't get me wrong. I'm not greedy and money doesn't matter to me. I swear to God, money doesn't. But you know what money does permit? It gives you more time in life. I feel like I have more time in my life now. I'm not making the money I used to make. I used to make 6 figures, close to 6 figures. I don't make that money now, but I'm 10 times happier in what I do. You know what I mean? If you knew, I feel like I don't deserve what I get. And I don't have a lot, but I do what I want. I visit places in the world that I've never been able to see unless I went online and looked at it online. You know what I mean? Like in the last 12 months, the places I've been, I've seen things you wouldn't believe. And it's like, in the next 6 months, I'm going to Manila, going to the UK, back to Australia. It's just unbelievable. Very, very fortunate. SD Design, there's something about being happy, I mean, I think a lot of it's expectations. I think it's going to sound hokey. I don't mean to preach, but here's the deal with happiness. When happiness changed for me, when I changed my attitude, that's going to sound like a stupid, like a motivational speaker, or like a speech ceremony or whatever. But when I changed my attitude to an attitude of gratitude, instead of worrying about the crap I didn't have, or I want that, or why does he have that and I don't, or why does she have that and I'm married and I'm not, or why does he drive that car and I don't? Instead of being like that, I changed it was a complete paradigm shift. I just got super excited at the things I did have. And when you realize when you do that, you guys ever hear about, well, I shouldn't be going into this. You guys ever hear about The Secret? You guys know about The Secret? I'm going to wait till somebody responds. I guarantee with 70 people here watching, somebody knows about The Secret. No, you guys don't know about The Secret. Google it when we're done. The Secret is this. It's all about how it's a book. It's a book. It's a movie series. It's a lot of things. But what it is this. The secret is you can – here's the principle. Whatever you think about the most in your life, you're going to become. That's all there is to it. However, whatever you feel the most in your life is what you draw into your life. Problem with this is if you the default mode of human beings is not to be super excited about stuff you don't have yet. It's woe is me, why don't I have it? Well, if we can focus, all we focus on is woe is me, why don't I have it? Your life is so negative, and you can't build life with a negative attitude. So if you focus and you change your attitude about being happy about things that you have and having an attitude of positivity, you will pull positivity into your life. I'm telling you, somebody said it's a great book. Heather C. knows what I'm talking about. Roger just posted the book, the title. But I'm telling you, I believe there's a lot of things I believe. I believe your attitude determines your altitude. You're never, ever in 100 million years going to find somebody who's deep and negative and successful. You're just not. You're not. Attitude determines your altitude. You want to know why this channel is working? Is I have a positive attitude and I attract positive people. Why do you think all you guys are hanging out with me? Because like minds attract. You know, I think I repel negative people. They can't stand me, but positive people dig me. Do me a favor. Go research the book, Rhonda Byrne. It's a life changer. I know it sounds hokey and it sounds like, oh, well, just all you got to do is think about something. All you got to do is think about it and you can have it. Ask Desiree. I have failed every single thing I've ever done in my entire life brutally. I don't mean like minor flame outs. I mean like glorious, big production flame. Ask her. Swear to God, it's the truth. I have failed in more ways. And since I started this channel, every single thing that has happened with this channel has been more positive than the day before. Every single day it gets better. I've got stuff in the works. I'm not even allowed. I've signed documents. I'm not even allowed to talk about. If you knew how things are running, it's like when you align yourself, you get your head right and your attitude of gratitude, and you aren't focused on the negative, but everything is a positive thing. Like, let me give you a good example. This is going to sound ridiculous. Now, I am divorced. Before I met my wife, the last wife I had, I was in a job I hated. I was making like 30 grand a year. I hated it. I had a boss who I hated. I shouldn't say hate. I didn't like him at all. I was single, and I didn't want to be single anymore. I heard about The Secret. You know what I did? I wrote down on a piece of paper. I said, I love my beautiful wife. Mind you, I was single. I said, I love the beautiful home I live in. I love making six figures. I love my boss. I love my job. And every day I would get up and I'd read that out loud. Out loud. You can't just do it in your head. I'd read it out loud. I'd have one in my visor of my car. When I would drive along, if I got a stop sign, I'd flip it down. I'd read them out loud in my car. I made a commitment to read that 10 times a day, every day. Fast forward 1 year, I was in a manager of a job where I was making $100,000 a year. I had married a beautiful woman. I lived in a house, and every single thing that I wrote down on that list that I didn't have at the time had come to pass 1 year. Now, maybe I should have had another list saying I'm going to keep being married to my wife. We're going to be happy forever. I stopped doing that, and we ended up divorcing. But I am telling you, there wouldn't be a chase the heat. We wouldn't have this bond. None of this would be going on if I know it sounds like hocus pocus and fairy dust sprinkled under your skirt. It doesn't really sound doable and believable. It sounds too. There are people that are going to say, "Oh, whatever." You just think you can achieve it. You need to believe me on this one. I wouldn't lie to you about anything. So that's the truth. Anyhow. I am okay, Amy Dial. Okay, here we go. ST Design says the Earth, they say the Earth is 4.5 billion years old. Do I believe the dinosaurs roamed the Earth? Of course. We have evidence that dinosaurs roamed the earth. Do I believe the earth is 4.5 billion years old? Nah, whatever. I don't believe that. Nobody could convince me of that. Nobody. Whatever. Years ago, I read about some scientist was studying carbon dating. This dude dug up a bone in his backyard, it was a pet, brought it to this dude who carbon dated it, said it was 4.5 million years old. I think it's all nonsense. I don't buy that. Now, here's what I also believe. I believe I know this much of what's going on in the world. I also believe there are things that I don't need to know. Those things that I don't need to know, I chuck up to a God thing. He can handle that. I can handle what I'm good at recognizing what I need to be a master over. It's outside that. It's above my pay grade. I don't worry about it too much. And the earth is totally flat. Oh, no, it's not flat. It really isn't. Did I jump out of an airplane 13,500 feet in Colorado? And I know that you have to be way, way up to see the curvature of the earth. But I'm telling you, when you leave the plane, if you look to the horizon there and you see where it is, the earth is, on this side where the earth is, and where it is in front of you, you can see that there's an arc to it, even at 13,500 feet. So I don't think anybody believes the earth's flat at all. I don't believe anybody believes that. That's just something to push buttons at people. What do you mean the earth's flat? Nobody believes that. They're just having a ball. I don't know. I heard they're talking about a reality show where a bunch of flat earthers are going to go on a quest to find out where the earth stops. They must be high thinking that. Come on. I mean, come on. It doesn't make any sense to me. Have you ever killed and ate meat? What a question. Have I ever killed and ate meat? Yes, I have. Just being honest. I grew up in Vermont. I was a kid. We were poor when I was young. Hunting wasn't for grins and to kill something. It was to put food in the freezer. So, yeah, I hunted. Sorry. No brag. It's just a fact. Don't hunt anymore. I couldn't kill a fly. Kind of changed. But, yeah, I have. I grew up on 180 acres of logging trails and woods. I love Joe Rogan. Calm climb. I lived in Woodstock forever. Actually, it's a lie. I lived in Bridgewater, which is this big, and it's so small that nobody ever says they're from Bridgewater. They say they're from Woodstock over here because Bridgewater is like a teeny little thing. Anyway, I've had fun talking with you guys a lot. This is great. It went from just an aftermath talk, Anyhow, listen, we're going to wrap this thing up. Do I believe in Bigfoot? Listen, party with Bigfoot down in Sarasota. No, I don't know. I mean, the journey is as follows. Hang on. We'll get back to Bigfoot in just a second. My journey is as follows. Like heat, start chasing the heat. Try making a sauce that is hot and tasty. Find this channel and get inspired by all the sauces that are both also by the sauces. Thank you, Jess. Love you, Dustin. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Hey, you did get the right. I think you did. You went to Woodstock High School. Stop it. You did not. You have to do me a favor. Calm climb. Do me a favor if you don't mind. Not had a chance to speak with Sean Evans yet. We'll see. See you later, Lynch. 81. Love you, man. Bigfoot, I don't know, man. Listen, here's the deal, man. If Bigfoot were around, we would have found a body. We would have found something more than fake hairs and fake footprints. Come on, there'd be evidence of it. There's not. You know what I mean? Good, Dustin. Enjoy it. Be careful with it. That's a good advice, Scotty. Yeah, exactly. Well, there's also, it's not just Bigfoot. It's like the Loch Ness Monster, the abominable snowman, all kinds of stuff out there. I don't know. Brandon Vera, do you believe in extraterrestrials or UFOs? Here is my theory on that. My stomach's fine, actually. Here's my theory on that. They say that in every galaxy, there's enough planets as there are grains of sand on the ocean. And there are as many galaxies in the universe as there are grains of sand in all of the oceans. To me, it would be like horrifically arrogant to think we're it. I really do. I think it would be horrifically arrogant to think that this is it. I personally think there's probably lots of solar systems where there are viable planets just like this. And I don't think they're aliens with like a little, I think they're just like us, and they're probably in different stages of development and growth. And maybe they're banging on rocks in a cave. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're further advanced, like the George Jetson cartoons. Who knows? But I don't think we're alone. I think, how arrogant is that? You know what I mean? I don't worry about it. But I definitely don't think we're alone. Enigma. I've been wanting to get on Hot Ones forever. But here's the problem with Hot Ones. They only want celebrities. And look, I'm getting kind of famous in the chili world, but that's not the kind of celebrity they want. They want somebody that everybody knows, mainstream stuff. Oh, De Niro's on tonight. Let's watch it. Oh, Johnny Scoville's on. Who? That's exactly right. Who? So they don't want me because I'm not famous enough. The other reason they don't want me is I'm not going to act a fool and drool and swear and have them force them to bleep comments out because I act like an idiot. I'm just not going to do that. I don't think I'm right for their show. Now, if I eat this stuff and I don't react like that, I mean, it's boring. I mean, you guys connect me because of my personality. Now, I mean, I don't know. I just don't see it's going to happen. Maybe it will someday. Who knows? Janet Fleischer has a question. I got an answer. If you have a question, I got one answer. I love Chili Klaus, by the way. I met him in New York. He's great. He walked up to me. He goes, Johnny Scoville. I almost had a heart attack. He knew who I was. All right. You're awesome, dude. And can you do the 24-hour live stream on the weekend so school doesn't get in the way? Your wish is my command. We'll do it on a Saturday night. How's that? We'll go Saturday noon to Sunday noon or something like that. You bet we'll do that. Of course. Done. Just so you know, I kind of already did. I can't lie. I already had decided to do it. A few of my mods have trouble doing it during the weekdays. So we've already technically decided to do it on the weekends, but for sure. Chili Klaus, he is so cool. He is, I'll tell you what, guy's got it figured out. Pretty good dude. All right, guys, I think we're done. I love you guys a lot. Thanks for hanging out with me. It means more to me than you know. You guys have a good night. Get some Serranos. If you can't find a Serrano, go get a habanero. If you can't, just get another jalapeno. We'll pod together tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Excuse me. We're going to do it 30 tomorrow night, not 7. But I'll announce. Maybe I'll just do a quick video tomorrow reminding everybody that 7:30, not 7. Love you guys a lot. All right. Oh, by the way, right here is our pepper. Click that pepper. Become part of the family. If you haven't yet, tell somebody about it. Let's get more people eating peppers. I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm Johnny Scoville. You're my family. This was Chase the Heat.